Now that we've used these selection tools and we've eliminated the background here, we're going to fill this background in with some images, and we're going to use this layers palette on the right hand side, and we're going to see those images show up here. But first, this particular video, what we first need to do in order to add some images is actually find some. So my favorite place to go is pexels.com. So if we go to a new tab and we type in Pexels, Pexels.com, we can go to Pexels and you can search for some photos. So if I want to put myself on the beach, I'm going to type in beach. And this is a great beach here. There's another nice beach. So if I click on this beach, I can download this image, and you can see that the size here is, if you divide that by 300 for 300 dots per inch for print, if you do the math, you've got about 9 inches there width here, so that'll be adequate for what I need for my space. There's some other images here I could also use, like this one, although that's a sponsored link, so be careful what you click on. So I'm going to get out of there. So just be careful of these. These are not the free ones. The stuff up here are the free ones. So now that I've downloaded this image, let's see. I've downloaded a couple other images also. So I downloaded one from Paris and one from Rome. So now we're going to place those images in our Photoshop file. So here's my cropped image. I've cut out the background in part 1. The part 1 video, and we don't want to copy paste. We're not going to open the photo like we did this one in Photoshop. We're going to go under File to File, Place Embedded. So in Illustrator and InDesign, we would also place images. In this particular case, Photoshop says Place Embedded. So instead of like Place Link, there's another option. So here is the photo that I downloaded from pexels.com, and I'm going to hit place. So there's the image. It's sitting on top of my other image. You can see in the layers palette now that that image is sitting above my image there. And I'm going to grab this anchor point. You don't have to hold shift anymore to increase the size of the picture and keep it in proportion. So I'm just going to grab the anchor points. They changed it so that now when you hold shift it distorts. So I prefer the legacy. This is the first version where they've made that change. It's kind of nice. It's simple. But because you have to use shift in the other Adobe programs, it's a little counterintuitive because you have to remember that you don't need to hold shift only in Photoshop for keeping your work in proportion. So just keep note of that. So now that I've enlarged the picture to fill the frame, and I can make this a little bit bigger than the frame itself. There we go. Once I'm happy with the size of the picture and its placement, I can double click inside here or click this check mark at the top. So I'm just going to double click because I have to commit to the size of the image I just put on there. So now the only thing I need to do is, if I take a look at the layers palette over to the right, all you have to do is to click on this layer, drag and drop. You'll see that blue color bar shows up. Drag and drop it below my other picture. And there I am. I'm at the beach. Look at that. So that's not too bad. So this is how you can place other images in your backgrounds. So as long as that background is transparent, which it is, you can see by the grid here, you can place another image and it will show up in behind your lovely crop. Now I want to try some other images here. So I'm going to turn off this little eyeball in the layers palette. And the picture's still there, but I'm going to place another one. So I'm going to do File, Place, Embedded, and pick one of my other pictures. So here we go. We're in Rome. And you can see it automatically went in behind because I had my other layer selected. So I'm just going to increase the size of this image. Now, whenever we do a close crop, you can see I have a bit of ghosting on my image because I have a darker, more solid background where it looks more obvious. You can see the close crop there. Again, double click on the image. And there's picture number 2. If I turn that one off, I can place a third picture. So this allows you to place some pictures to see what you like or dislike and make a choice of which one you'd prefer to use. So this is Notre Dame in Paris. Here we go. Increase the picture. Increase the picture. Now, I am standing right in front of Notre Dame. So I'm going to move Notre Dame over to the right. I have some bit more image there to work with. Double click to confirm my change there. And see me here in layer 0, which I could double click that and change it to me, my name. So I've named my layer. I can now take this image here using my move tool and click on this image, and I'm going to move myself over to the right so I can actually see Notre Dame. Now if I want to make this smaller, oops, you can see there's a bit of a mess there. I'd want to clean that up. So what I'm going to do now is I want to make myself smaller, but where's that X, that box with the X in it that allows me to grab an anchor point? In order to select this image, other than just clicking and dragging it, I want to change the size of it. So I need to get the bounding box for it. And how you do that is under the File menu, Edit. It's called Transform, Free Transform. So transforming is a way to change the size of your image. So see where it says Free Transform? It's Control or Command T. And there's the bounding box. So I can make myself a little bit smaller. There I am standing in front of Notre Dame. Once I'm happy with my placement, I double click. And I've now committed to the sizing of that. And if I want to turn that one off and turn another one on, turn that one off, turn another one on, and just decide where I want to be in my image. Control T or Command T. There we go. I'll just make myself bigger again. Double click to commit. There we go. So in the next video, I'm going to do some color correction. Going to show you how you can use layers to even add some makeup. I'm going to take out a little bit of the dark circles and wrinkles here, but any blemishes that are on here that I want to fix, I can do that. I'm even going to show you how to. I'm actually going to make my chin a bit shorter and bring in my jowls here. I'm going to show you a few tricks in here. So take a look for part 3 for some tips and tricks on color correction and altering some features on here to make it more magazine-like. All right,